Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now,
okay.
I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate the hard work you put in for me.
Of course. Now, you might have noticed that merchandising is the most lucrative category on that document.
Yeah, I have, Austin Kelly.
Okay, so if you want to make more money, it might behoove you to hit those benchmarks.
Consider me behooved.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin.
Yeah.
It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You gotta establish yourself as the best player on a championship caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
All right, MP. To be the best, you got to beat the best. Tonight, you got a chance to do just that.
Yes, Xander, yes. Tonight's the first game in our All-Star series, and we're gonna see how I stack up against someone who wants to take my position on the All-Star team.
Why is a game like this more important than any other game? As far as proving you're an all-star.
Because it's a marquee matchup. Two top guns going at it. A lot of people decide their votes off of a game like this.
It's eyeballs.
Easily.
All right, so, you feeling any pressure, or...?
Look, brother. Pressure ain't on me. It's on whoever's guarding me. So, this is what you put in all that work for. Games like this. MP, out.
Good, MP. MP in the house. Yeah, good for you.
What's up, MP?
Game time. Thanks.
Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court, or interrupting.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls here at their home, United Center. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
BA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
Man, we'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
Ooh, we got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against the 76ers, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Alexander Walker and Rizache fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the one. And for the Bulls, Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's MP. And it's Giddey in at the point. Tip-off goes to Atlanta. And the Bulls continue to stack young forward prospect Shams. Last season, it was Matas Buzelis. And now they had Noah Asenge.
Yeah, and you talk to people around the league, BA, and this is a team that has some young players, also some veteran players. So trying to figure out just exactly the direction of this organization. But Matas Buzelis and Noah Asenge fell to them late in the lottery. Both have a ton of upside and athleticism that's waiting to be refined. We'll see if they can figure it out in Chicago.
Yeah, and we'll see if all that patience is going to pay off for the Bulls.
It feels like they've been living in the play-in tournament. Let's see if they can find themselves out of it.
And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
Always special to be selected for an all-star game. And MP wants to be included in the celebration of the best in the league. You really have to excel to be selected. So I'll be keeping an eye on MP and his quest for all-star status this season.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
I found MP before the game to talk about all-star potential of the shooting guards in this game, and he said, I actually love watching this guy shoot, but today I've got 2 goals to slow him down and outshoot him myself. We have got a battle today at the 2-guard spot. Guys, back to you.
Yes, we do. Thanks a lot, Allie. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Now here's Young. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Basket counts.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
The Bulls trail by 4. It's Huerter on the wing. Back to Edwards. Here's Buzelis. From the arc. Another 3 for Chicago. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense They want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. That's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Atlanta making some changes here. Okongwu comes in for Shams. We talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. 6-point game. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, because that's what he's there for.
Chicago has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Edwards, a pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic. Edwards has got 11 points. The Hawks lead by 3. And stolen by Edwards. And now the Bulls in transition. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Talk it over. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Good point. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dyson.
He's happy to make the extra pass.
Edwards finds Herter. Back to MP. Another 3 for Chicago. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating, stolen by MP. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And the Hawks with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. Johnson with a bucket.
He has zero hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
Edwards, a pass to Smith. Fires the 3. And Edwards, good for 3. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
With a 3 of his own, but it's no good. All right, Shams, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. Now, that would have been a true Shams moment.
And so the timeout by Quinn. And it's Young in for Krejci. Bulls leading by 19. Pass to Buzelis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Here's Young. 35 seconds left in the first half. Down low. Herter And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Hawks trail by 21. On the wing, MP, covered by Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. From deep, Giddy. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back after this.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league.
Poor Paolo. You never see an injury like this. Unfortunate part of the game. Hopefully he recovers as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's a guy who hates to be off the court. The competitor in him will speed up his recovery.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Atlanta Hawks.
If you can't stop anybody, you can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
They've got MP, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Herter in at the 3.
Guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You gotta put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, BA, since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, oh, he is the X factor. For Porzingis, he just powers through that contact.
Back to Edwards. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
By the Bulls.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Young from long range.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Buzelis. MP's got 27 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
5 on the clock. Shoots. The rebound by MP. And so MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. To the paint. White. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Edwards got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so it's Atlanta with it.
Out of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And so it's Chicago, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Then flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
The bull for Krejci, and it's Young in for Daniels. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Rizichet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trae Young out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Count that bucket.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Pass to Johnson. From downtown, and it's Dosunmu with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Edwards, and there it is for him. Edwards has got 11 in the second half.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
He assists now in this one. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Back to MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Young. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now here's MP to the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Outside Porzingis. Nails it from 3.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
2 main storylines tonight, MP. The win your team picked up and the show you put on. Can you talk about that?
It's important to pick up these wins early in the season, but we got our eyes set on April, May, and June. This is just like a dress rehearsal.
And as for your standout showing, hey, you know there's going to be buzz.
Hey, that's just what I do. I want the fans to have fun when they come and watch our team. So if you like having fun, vote MP for this year's All-Star team.
We hear you loud and clear, MP. Thanks a lot.
Make sure you go too, Dom.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
Shoot. All right.
MP, what's up, man?
Ronnie, what's good?
I'm here for tryouts.
Oh, right. You're here for the dance and for the hot tub show. Yeah, look, my man, what you want to do is talk to that lady over there.
No,
in
no,
the
no, no,
corner.
no, no. The team.
What you mean, team, Ronnie?
The team. This team.
They don't have tryouts in the NBA, Ronnie.
Hey, look, I know it's unusual, but I showed the GM my tape, and he said I should come in for a tryout. I'm supposed to meet him here. He's just running a little late.
Right, you're friends with the GM.
Yeah, man, he DM'd me on social media, said he was my biggest fan, and we got to talking.
Right. Yeah, I think you're getting pranked, bro.
Why do you think I'm getting pranked? He's got a profile picture and everything. It's definitely him.
Wait, aren't you like 40 years old or something like
What?
that?
No, but check out the sweet jumper.
Whew.
Yeah. Sweet.
That was an experience. That was a what'd you call it? A jumper. That was it.
All I know is it's a bucket.
Yeah, it was a change. What's up with Rebirth this year? I heard there's big changes coming.
Yeah, you heard right. Rebirth's got 4 levels now. The higher Rebirth level you unlock, the higher badge levels you start with on Rebirth saves. Plus, you get a boost badge progression and a bunch of other cool stuff.
That sounds fire. Like, yeah, man. You still Ronnie, how long have you been here?
Just 4.5 hours.
Ronnie, go home. Spend time with your family. Just give it up.
Man, you're just jealous that someone as handsome and successful as me could be also an elite baller.
Ooh, yeah, you just did that. I can't unsee it. You know what? I'm gonna get out of here. Good luck with the tryouts.
Thanks, I guess. Don't hate the player, though. Hate the game.